Okay, for this trade, it was almost end of my break time, and I decided to trade it because you can see the sell side, we are that close to it. Okay, but
price is showing me reluctance.
Price don't seem like it wants to ready. You can see on 1 minute chart we have been consolidating since, even though we are that close to it, but we don't want to spike lower. I did thought that okay, we can move higher, but I wasn't trusting it. And what I was thinking was, okay, I want to see price enter a premium only, and that's it, just a premium, not seeing for price to go higher. Okay, but you can see I was pulling up the ES chart also, and ES was also moving higher and it was consolidating. The point is it doesn't want to spike lower, but at this point I did not trust it. I was doubting it, so I did not enter the trade.
We shall see how it pans out.
Okay, but at this point you can see we started moving higher. You can see almost that displacement. Yep, but you can see we don't want to move any lower. That is very obvious, and we did some short-term sell side rate as well. Okay, so the trade was a loss. $36, that's 1%, and that's it for the day. That is according to the rules. Okay, so you can see I went long because initially I was thinking that this sell side was going to be kept safe. Why? Because at this candle, you can see this up close candle. There's this up close candle right here. Okay, it went up. Okay, but now we're looking on the 15-minute chart. It wants to enter. It reaches for the low end of this candle, and then it was an immediate rebalance. Right here, immediate rebalance. Okay, so it was an immediate rebalance, and yep, and then we move lower. But my thinking was, okay, price has gone up then gone down enough, and it sort of took out so many sell sides here. So when it did like that kind of movement, like we were so close to the sell side but we did not raid it, I was thinking that okay, we might want to go back up, which is why I bought. Also initially it was going up, okay, because you see if on a 5-minute chart, I was just seeing for price to retrace back to a premium, and that's it. Okay, which means what? Which means the premium would be this, okay, which is offering around 20 handles only, and I listed 20 handles for this trade, so only one contract was in. So yeah, but price just reached for here, rejected off it, and then sent price lower. Well, it is what it is. Okay, so now looking where I went long. Okay, I went long right at here, 802, around here. Okay, so it was somewhere around here like that. Okay, then my stop loss was like that. Okay, so that was my stop loss, around like that. So yeah, it's just a losing trade, but I'm going to stop. Okay, so you can see we did went up. Okay, we did start going up because you can see price did this kind of movement, right? Okay, and then if you open the ES also did the same thing right here. You can see how we did went up, but it was just going up for a little while. Okay, that's it. Okay, so now thinking because at this point, right, okay, when price was around here, we did not break this sell side. I was thinking price can go up, but it did. One thing is because price has taken down a lot of sell sides as well, then taking out a fresh sell side here. That's why I was thinking, okay, price can retreat out to a premium, just a premium, and I would have take profit that 20 handles. Okay, but okay, just looking at here, we have, let's say, this fair value gap. Okay, so I have this fair value gap, and then my stop loss would be right here. Okay, so it will have been a 6 handles stop loss. Definitely here, every time price takes out, makes a new high, take profit. Okay, okay, so you can see buy sides rated here already. So at this point, right, it shouldn't come down any lower. So I would have thrown my stop loss, but I was working, I didn't see the charts. Okay, my stop loss would have been thrown to here. Definitely. Okay, take a partial. Yeah, then you're saying where will be the first partial? Let's see, let's check it out first. Okay, so now looking at here, very clear. First partial would have been based on this 5-minute SIBI. Okay, so 10 handles we have offered. Okay, so let's say 10 handles is $20 per contract, so 2 contracts yields $40. But definitely my first contract will be off. Okay, but also now I'm talking, let's say, about the power of leverage. Okay, not leverage, okay, but just because like this is a 6 handle stop loss, if I'm going to risk 1% on this trade, it's $12 per contract. $12 per contract, I can enter 3 contracts, and that's only 1%. Okay, so 3 contracts equals 1%. Okay, so let's say 3 contracts equals 1%. So definitely this is the clearest sign to take the first partial. Okay, so it offered 10 handles, but 10 handles with 3 contracts, that is $20 per contract and $60 already. Okay, so for this trade, if 3 contracts were in, $60 for it, I would have earned $60. Wow, just 10 contracts, just look at it. That's why I just trade based on risk. Okay, that is the magic. Okay, so yeah, this is really yep, just like that, 5 minutes SIBI. Okay, that could have been the first partial, and yeah, I did not take the trade because I wasn't trusting it also, but definitely this could be a nice trade. Even let's say if I put 3 contracts in, but I probably will only put two contracts. Okay, but 2 contracts is, I'm risking $24 for $40. That's 1 to 2 already. Okay, so yeah, I'll grow into it. And what if this trade lose? Doesn't matter. If lose, I stop. That is the rules. Okay, but you can see, that's why I was looking at this trade, but I doubted it. I was thinking, oh, it's offering 2 little handles, but look at that, look at that. Okay, you can see price touched that 0.25% of the wicks. That could be a long. Okay, but like I said, I was doubting it, but definitely this is experience plus 1. So yeah guys, every trade is an experience. I have been on a losing trade also, losing streak, not trade. Okay, but that's why I realized I'm going to trade based on 1%, and if I lose 1%, I stop. Okay, So I'm going to stop for the whole day. Doesn't matter if I see any opportunity anymore. I'm going to stop for the whole day. And now is my rest break during my work. Okay, so that's the rules, and I will follow the rules. Trading is about doing the right thing. Okay, it doesn't matter if I lose, because losing is going to happen, and I've been losing it as well. But to me, it's just 1%. Okay, because I realized that my trading, when I win, right, and I risk really little. So my thing is, I'm going to trade based on the risk. I'm going to increase my my risk tolerance, my losing tolerance in terms of money, and I'm going to try to view it as percentage wise. Okay, like just now that trade, right, you can see it's just a 10 handles trade, but risking 6 handles for 10 handles, that's already 1 to 2, and it's a very small scalp. Okay, but how much it could have yield if you trade based on risk? A lot. So that's where I'm going to go into, and if I lose one trade, I stop. So yeah, that's it.